Manny, what's going on, my man? How you doing?
What's up? What's up? And doing good, doing good. Busy.
Awesome, my man. How exciting is it to get the opportunity to be a coach on Road to the Title Season 2, and at the end of it, squaring off against KO Chris Thomas and a chance at that title?
Yeah, man, it's definitely exciting. When I got the call that I was going to be the coach on the second season, super stoked. Probably more stoked to go ahead and fight for the title, especially against Chris. But it's been a blessing, really.
Awesome, man. I'm sure it stretched you and it pushed you out of your element. We've interviewed you a couple times before. And having to take that leadership role, coaching others through it. Was it a struggle, or were you able to find something inside of you that allowed you to have it to be more natural and really get you out of your shell?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a lot quieter. Just in general, I'm not very big camera guy or anything like that. But the coaching aspect of it, I really enjoyed. I take a lot of pride in learning and teaching and my technique and stuff.
Mhm.
So the coaching aspect of it was a real joy to me.
Yeah. Awesome, my man. What attributes did you use to select your team?
Going over the metrics, the slap scores, I feel they're only so much of the story.
Mhm.
A lot of it has to do with, just the general build of them, the athletic feats that, some of these guys had accomplished. Some of these guys had a background, tested, had chins that are tested. Um, so, it was a quick selection process, but try to just keep overall like dudes that I thought were going to have chins and be able to take the slaps and give them.
Yeah. I hear you, man. Being part of the first road to the title, there wasn't really the hype. There wasn't the buzz. No one really knew kind of what was going on at that time. Fast forward now 11 months later, you're filming the second series. The buzz is real. The social numbers are real. The sponsorship is real. Seeing it go from 8 episodes to 12 now, like, how different was it the second time around? And do you feel there was just a different energy, excitement, and focus around this second series that may not have been there the first time?
Yeah, so definitely, like, obviously, being a coach versus a contestant in the second season was, a lot different of an experience for me.
Mhm.
But to be able to see like the amount, I mean, they poured a lot of money into the first season, but to see like the effort and now they're kind of locking in on how they operate, how Power Slap's operating, to
Mhm.
see them bring in athletes from all over the world, South Africa, to see them bring in Serene, who's gone viral for a slap video. Like it was awesome to see some of the things they were able to put together this season.
Yeah, awesome, man. Is there anybody, not giving anything away, but was there one person from your team that you think has, real superstar qualities and power and that can have a long career here in Power Slap?
Man, honestly, like it was a lot of guys, not even just from my team, but from
Mhm.
Chris's team as well. There's a lot of guys, a lot of great energy, a lot of great athletes that were on the show. Obviously in the weeks to come, we'll be able to see some of them perform. But there's a lot of really good athletes, a lot of really good energy, a lot of good showmanship from a lot of these guys.
Mhm.
The one I just mentioned, Serene, he's gone viral for this already. He's already done this. He's won championships overseas. So to see him over here against some of our guys was pretty interesting as well.
Yeah, I mean, going international, a huge opportunity to reach new fan bases. I'm sure you've seen by being on Road to the Title Series 1, the platform that this can be to help propel the stardom, propel the popularity of these slap fighters. In reality TV, there can be twists, there can be turns. A guy like Azael, got a lot of attention early for some of the wrong reasons. Being a coach this time around, having gone through it, was there some things that you kind of said to your team, the guys on the show, that they should keep in mind throughout this entire process? Like, yes, it's a competition, but the foundation that's laid and the way that the TV show unfolds will ultimately impact their likability going forward. But do you have
Yeah,
any
definitely.
words of advice for them?
So something I talked to my team and anyone I got a chance to talk to about it.
Mhm.
Like moving forward, these guys are you're a brand when you're doing this kind of work, when you're competing in this kind of sport. your brand. And I told all these guys moving forward, like, how you present yourself, how you put yourself out there, people are going to see that. Companies are going to see that, whether you're looking for sponsorships, fans, whatever it is. People see you for the way you behave and go about your business. So
Mhm.
a lot of it was just telling them, and how how do you want to be seen, how do you want to go about performing and being a performer. So that was probably my biggest advice for a lot of these guys.
Yeah, gotcha, my man. Let's talk about Garrett Bleaksley versus Ronald Stanton. We didn't get to see Ronald strike. Um, but there seems to be something with that kid that I feel like there's something there. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see it. What did you see from him in training? Like, do you think he still has a future in slap fighting?
Yeah, definitely. He's Ronald's a really good athlete. When we got to work with them, we got to practice with them, getting to work with Ronald.
Mhm.
Um, he's got a ton of power too. I think he does have a good chin. Unfortunately, I think it was kind of a missed call in that match. I did think it was a bit of a club. Not taking anything away from Garrett, he did deliver a really good slap, really hard slap. But I would have loved to have seen more from Ronald. Hopefully we get the chance in the future. He comes back, and
Mhm.
we'll be able to see his power.
Yeah. Let's talk about the white elephant in the room. The Chris Thomas strike. What a crazy turn. They put it in episode 1. They want the fireworks to start. Is this the preview of what's to come for the entire 12 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, those who know Chris know how he is and how he comes off and stuff. It's really no surprise that he did something crazy. It took me by surprise, caught me off guard. At the end of the day, I'll see him in 12, 13 weeks, whatever it is.
Mhm.
I'll see him at Power Slap 6. So,
Mhm.
I'm not too worried about it. Um, he caught me with the 1-2, and it didn't hurt me, so I'm not really too worried about him at all.
Yeah, has it gotten personal between you and Chris now?
It's been personal between me and Chris. I don't like Chris at all.
Mhm.
He knows that. Some stuff that started, I think it was Power Slap 1 or 2. He mouthed off just a little bit crazy and, got a little disrespectful with me. I don't take kindly to that.
Mhm.
I've been chasing my way to the title to see him, and we're at that point now. So we'll see him soon.
We'll see him soon. What do you think it is? I mean, there's a lot of guys that seem to be talking smack about Chris. Is it just because he's the title holder, or is it more
No,
of
I
it?
mean, I would say like a great example. You go up to the 185 division. You have
Mhm.
John Davis up there, and I can't think of anyone who's talked badly on John Davis. It's not about him being a title holder or anything this or that. It's just
Mhm.
the way he presents himself, the way he acts.
Yeah, I hear you, my man. How focused are you going in? We've got whatever 10, 11 weeks until this match. Are you putting the time, energy, effort right now? Are you
Yeah,
training
I
like a
mean, no,
madman?
definitely. I mean, I would consider myself not even, in full training yet, and I'm
Mhm.
still in the gym 5, 6 days a week, twice a day. So, I mean, I'm preparing for this match as well as I have for any of them. I've been an athlete my entire life. I know how to prepare myself. I know how to get in the gym.
Mhm.
Um, so I feel great coming into this one. When the time comes, I know I'll be ready.
Do you think Chris poses any different challenges that you may not have seen before?
Honestly, I don't think he has anything for me. I mean, he has the one thing that Chris has going for him. He has a little bit of power. It's not horrible. What's really impressive, I guess you could say, is his hand speed. But I fought guys with similar hand speed. Azael has similar hand speed. In terms of the numbers, while having a harder slap.
Mhm.
I faced him, took all 3 of his, no problem. And at that time, I was still learning. I was still kind of progressing in my defensive strategies. Nowadays, I don't
Mhm.
think he has. I don't think there's anything he has for me.
Mhm. Do you think the time away for Chris, do you think that's gonna hurt him? Because we know the rules have changed quite a bit since the last time we've seen him.
Yeah, definitely. He hasn't. By the time it comes around, it'll be about a year since he's competed. Even when he was competing, his slaps were questionable. A lot of them, clubbish a little bit. But when it comes down to this, I don't think Chris knows how to prepare himself or put himself in the right situations. So I'd be interested to see if he could put down. If we go 5 rounds, which I highly doubt, I doubt he could put down 5 clean slaps.
Gotcha, my man. I'm gonna ask one more to you, man. Gonna throw it back around. What can people expect from Team Manny for these next 11 weeks?
Oh man, clean. we're all clean. Once we were able to lock it in, get a lot of good training in. These guys were able to get down the technique. They were able to learn very quickly. Obviously, a lot of them are wonderful athletes. I have a lot of great athletes on my team. So once I was able to lock in their technique, from an offensive standpoint and a defensive standpoint, it was good. It was good. Good to see. Really clean matches on my end, on my team's end. It'll be a show for sure. There's a lot of great matches.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you joining me. I hope we can get you back multiple times throughout the entire, road to the title series. We've got 11 weeks. Hope I can get you back. Appreciate you joining me, man. Have a great rest of your day and train hard.
Yes, sir. Thank you.